These are our curly, ooh. I personally wouldn't invest in human hair. There is a lot of muscle memory when it comes to braiding. I feel like I'm in my vibe now. This is the size. I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives since I started this hairstyle. Okay, we're starting a little later than I'd like, but luckily I gave myself enough time, so I have 2 full days, not counting tonight. I went ahead and did my parts. They're not perfect by far, but this is just a good starting place. Last time I did braids and I did like each part. This time I just did like slices, so row, row, row. Here's the hair. This is in the color 4, and then I got the length 42 inch. And this one pack should be enough. I hope I don't jinx myself by saying that. Okay, so these are our curly, ooh, these are our curly pieces. So these are all Milky Way. This is the master mix. So human hair master mix. They always say that. We all know anytime they say it's a blend or a mix, you know you're probably getting a little more synthetic than human. But I've used this before and it's decent, so I like it. I don't keep my braids in for super long. For me, I personally wouldn't invest in human hair just yet. I think this master mix is a nice blend and I like it. These are the colors. I got this in the color 27, 4, and then 30. I feel like I'm gonna use the least of this because I want like blonde, but I don't want too much blonde. I have a very specific look that I have in mind, so I'm hoping to be able to pull this off. These are what they come like, and I just took 1 bundle from each pack. So now that I have my hair separated, I'm just gonna go in and lay out all my hair and lay everything out, and then we're gonna start. We are back, day 2. Day 1, I did not stand a chance. I tried to do like a lot that night and I promptly went to bed. I did the first row. This is the bottom row. Isn't the hair so pretty? I did not love my parting for this first row, so I either may redo it at the very end, but probably not. I'll just leave it and then just do better in the next couple rows. This is the size that I'm doing for the actual braid. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I did this hairstyle, but it was kind of a watered down version. Apparently there's this big difference between boho braids and goddess braids, but the process took me so long because I was doing the multicolor. So I was definitely overthinking, which I tend to do, but I wanted to make sure I got the coloring right just because I was adding in basically 3 different colors, and I think it's very easy with multicolored hairstyles for one color to overshadow the rest. So that was one of my challenges. And then my second challenge was just making sure that each braid had enough curly pieces in. I wanted to make sure this look was a lot more full than the last look I did, which I enjoyed the last look. I just wanted something a little bit different. So it was just making sure that I was stacking up the curly pieces. I did about 6 to 7 pieces per braid, and that varied. Some braids I did more, some I did less. But I just kind of used my eye and kind of checked back in the mirror every 5 minutes. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the progress. I did take a break. I had to go out and give myself something to eat, and I just needed a break. I'd been going at this for a while. I really am loving the color. I feel like for the next layer, like for right now, I've just been kind of like alternating. I did the first few rows and then I was like, oh, it's too much light brown and blonde, so let me put some darker color back in there. And now I'm like, let me go back and do brown in there. So I feel like it's just gonna be a mixture and I'm just gonna keep going. So the next row that I'm gonna do, which is gonna be this row here, I'm probably gonna do like, so every other braid is gonna be this color 30 or this color. I feel like last time they were it was a mixture, like mostly braid and a few curly pieces, which is really cute. This time I really wanted to be mostly curly, so that's why I've been trying to tack on the curly pieces. I feel like I'm in my vibe now. I'm in my element, and I feel like I'm delusional, but I really want to finish tonight. Not the full style because there's so much more to do afterwards, but I at least want to have everything braided down by tonight. Wishful thinking. I think it's like 8 p.m. now, so. But I gave myself all of tomorrow, and honestly, I have all of Tuesday too because I'm planning on working from home, so it's one of the benefits of choosing your own schedule. Okay, hair updates. I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives since I started this hairstyle. I underestimated everything. I think I underestimated timing for sure. Even though I broke it up into days, this took me way longer than I intended. I think I just was not prepared because I knew I wanted this to be a lot fuller than the last time I did the braids, which I'll put another picture here just in case you forgot. Same style, but very sparingly. That was also my first time doing that style. I also learned that there is a difference between boho braids and goddess braids. But this is the hair. Truly, truly a labor of love because I also mixing the colors was just half the battle, but I really love how it turned out. All my anxiety paid off. I do wish, like looking back, I would have done more of the blonde pieces, and I could still put a few in. I'm kind of over it at this point. I low-key think I was just afraid to put more blonde pieces in because I just didn't want it to look like too, sometimes when you put the color blonde in, it just looks too, like the blonde stands out, and I wanted everything to blend. So I don't know, I was just careful about that. That was part one. We still have many ways to go, but not much to do actually. But I'm gonna show you again another method that I use that will help protect the hair, but also like this is way too poofy. Like it's giving, they kind of low-key remind me of crochet braids right now because they're just so poofy. I love doing hair videos because then I can see the before and after. So I'm gonna place the before and after here so you can see, or I'll place it at the end once everything is done. Okay. Let's begin. Okay, now this part is pretty crucial. Now you can leave it as it was before. I don't have a problem with that. I actually think it's really cute, but for me, I really want that slim, sleek look. So we are going to be dipping the hair. Now, traditionally with box braids or braids in general, you would dip the braids in hot water, but we are not doing all of that, mostly because we're working with little pieces of hair. So I want to make sure everything is cohesive, and we just can't be dunking the whole thing in hot water. It's just going to be a mess and get tangled. Can't do it. So my first step is separating the braid from the curly pieces, which you might think like, girl, that's going to take forever. It does not. It's actually pretty quick. So the actual ends of the braids, I will be dipping in that boiling hot water, and that is to seal them off and to curl the ends of them. I want the ends to match the curly pieces that I just added in. Now, the tricky part is it's very hard to match this curl specifically because it is kind of like a beach wave, so it's not like super curly. So I'm gonna take some curling rods that I have. These are super small, thin ones, and I'm gonna wrap them around the actual braids, and then I'm gonna dip them. Now, this is the very important part because we are doing a double dip. Now, the first time they're gonna come out like those Shirley Temple really tight ringlet curls, and I basically, again, I want them to mimic the curly pieces. So I'm going to dip them back in again just once. That's actually going to bring them to the curl that we want, which is a more laid back curl, much less intense. Instead, I'm going to take a washcloth and I'm going to dip that in that same water. It's just as hot, and I'm going to use the steam from that washcloth to basically put that over the hair. I'm just going layer by layer and pulling it down, and then I see everyone doing the steamer method, and I just wanted to try it, y'all. Now, don't come for me, but this is not a hair steamer. I need to purchase one, but I just was using this steamer for clothes, and I used it on the lowest setting. I did not leave it on for long at all, but I wanted to see what it was giving, and it actually worked pretty well. don't do like me, actually go out and buy a hair steamer. They're not that expensive, but again, I just wanted to see what it was giving, and all of these things combined gave me that wet mermaid look that I was going for. And y'all see the difference? I mean, it's not much to maybe some people, but to me that lays a lot flatter and it just gives that finished, polished look. I also did put a little bit of hair oil in, but hair oil and water is all I use. I don't need a whole lot of extra products. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, but this is our final look. Okay, I'm back. I want to do a little debriefing because I don't even know. I'm delusional. Like, what day is it? I've finished braids. If I haven't included the montage already, there should be a montage coming of the final look. I love a good montage just to seal it all in. I don't know if I talked about this in the video yet. Like I said, I think I'm delusional right now. I definitely overestimated everything, like my timing, the amount of hair it was gonna take. I didn't have to run out and get any extra hair, but I'm telling you, like, this hair, it doesn't take much, and I kind of learned this through trial and error. I feel like in the past I tried to put a bunch of product in it, which it's like, girl, why? Even if it's human hair, you don't need a bunch of product. The hair is very simple, so I would say if it's human hair, a leave-in conditioner or like a butter or something and water. And if it's a blend like this, just plain oil and water. And then at night, sleeping with it, I'm not gonna sleep with it out like this. I'm going to twist it up. I will give you the quickest tutorial ever. I break it up into 4 sections, and it's very important. When you're pulling the hair apart and it comes to a snag like this piece, it's snagging, I'm not fighting that. I'm gonna find wherever it's not snagging and then pull that apart. You think 1 or 2 snags, not a big deal. But if you do that and you keep doing that, you have to think, like, the hair, it just makes a huge difference. It gets poofy. Eventually, that's how you get like matted and curly or whatever, frizzy, and it's gonna be a mess. So I never pull it apart, and then I always sleep with it like this. Even if I'm sitting around the house. I mean, I can have it out, but I'm just saying, if you want to preserve it as much as possible, wear it out as little as possible. I feel like I don't keep braids in for too long. Like 2 months is my max. To me, I just feel like I'd rather preserve my money, and I can get a style that's equally as cute. And I don't know if those are considered boho or goddess. I don't know. We still have to figure that part out. It's honestly confusing me now. But my point being, I use synthetic hair both times, and I really like it. I think that it's just worth trying new things. Thank you guys for watching, and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.